Before there were clocks to count the hours or stars to mark the night, there was only silence. A vast and formless deep, the kind of darkness that cannot be measured because it had never been disturbed. Yet even in that void something waited. Not a sound, not a spark, but intention. And intention, when spoken, became creation. Out of eternal stillness came a single breath, a whisper that rippled across nothingness. Let there be light. And in an instant, darkness learned what it meant to end. Light did not argue with the dark, it simply appeared. It touched the unseen corners, divided shadow from shine, and named them day and night. And God saw that it was good, because order had begun to form out of chaos. With each passing word, the void filled with meaning. The waters gathered like obedient servants. The sky stretched itself wide, unwrinkled and blue. Earth rose quietly from beneath the deep, clothed in green. The wind learned to move, rivers learned to sing. Creation was not shouted into being, it was painted, stroke by stroke, with patience and peace. The sun took its post, golden and steady. The moon followed humbly, silver and soft. Stars scattered like seeds across the infinite, each one a promise that darkness would never again reign alone. But then came the most fragile part of all, a shape of dust, still and silent. And from the breath of the eternal, the clay inhaled. Eyes opened for the first time, heartbeat met rhythm. The first human sat between heaven and earth, both soil and spirit, both fragile and sacred. He looked around and saw color, blue above, green below, gold all around. But more than that, he felt something, peace that was not earned, belonging that was not questioned. Then from that same breath came another, bone of bone, heart of heart, not made from soil this time, but from closeness. When Adam looked at Eve, the world learned what connection meant. They smiled without reason. They spoke without fear. And God walked among them, not as thunder, but as companionship. In Eden, every leaf glowed with purpose. Every sound was music, every sunrise a conversation. They knew no shame because they knew no separation. Creation existed like a single held note, perfect because it did not try to last forever. Yet within that perfection, God placed a single tree, a quiet reminder that love is only real when freely chosen. Obedience without choice is slavery. Trust without the option to leave is not trust at all. So even here in paradise, free will was planted. When the sixth day ended, creation was finished, and on the seventh, God rested, not from fatigue, but from fulfillment. The silence returned, but now it was peaceful, not empty. It was the sound of completion, of harmony humming beneath the surface of existence. And for the first time, the universe understood rhythm, work and rest, evening and morning, sound and silence, light and dark. It all pulsed together like a cosmic heartbeat. That first moment, the separation of light from darkness, never truly ended. Every dawn we witness is the echo of that sentence still unfolding. Every choice between kindness and cruelty, truth and deceit, is another Genesis inside the human heart. We too hover over our own chaos, waiting for a word to bring order. And still, that same whisper comes, not always loud, not always divine thunder, sometimes just a gentle thought that says, "Let there be light here too." Light still speaks. It speaks when forgiveness replaces revenge, when compassion answers cruelty, when love returns to a place abandoned by hope. Creation never stopped, it only changed shape. And so the story of beginnings is not about ancient stars or lost gardens. It is about now. It is about the quiet possibility that still hides inside every darkness. Because somewhere, beneath the weight of every night, the voice that began the world still whispers the same words. Let there be light.